Well, it's 5:30 in the morning, so I feel like I'm going to work again. Got my Maguire electric sweatshirt on, and we're making some coffee and gonna get out of here. A little bit heavy winds. We'll show you a little bit of wind and weather for the day, and then we'll see how it matches up with reality. This is the weather for the day.
Oh,
It changed. We got red.
that was not there yesterday.
That was not there yesterday. I woke up early for nothing. Are we going today? What do you think?
You're kidding me.
I didn't expect that to go that way, folks. Should have showed you what it looked like last night. Ay.
Oh, what do you do, guys?
What do we do?
Trust?
The old folks are also warning us about the swells. It's just barely getting yellow, so that's whatever, 12 feet. But we'll be way past then by then. The day after, on Saturday, it gets a little bit worse, and then everyone else is thinking they're going to leave on the 1st. Alright, folks, we're out of here. There's a saying that says, red sky at night, sailor's delight, red sky in the morning, sailors take warning. So we are looking at the sky, and we're seeing a little hint of orange. So we're going to take a little bit of warning.
Just a few reefs will do.
Yeah, we might start with 2 reefs and see how we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Connor said he was bored last time, so let's find some excitement today, I guess.
We just got the motor started, and the camera actually sees better than us, but I'm just about to pick up the anchor, and then all this fog piled in.
The fog is fierce, so we're making the executive call to hang tight. Sometimes you plan things and the plan changes. You just gotta go with it. We just had these fishermen come flying at us, their arms waving, and you know, we were seeing some crab pots in the water, so I was just going around them. And I immediately was like, oh no, do they have a net across these? And we didn't know, but yeah, they came by, said hello. And they told us it was just crab pots. No netas. Got my heart rate up. We were so scared of the forecast, and now there's no wind.
We have a 4.6 knots apparent.
Scared for no
6
reason.
knots true right now, and yeah, everyone was warning us not to come. We could have been flying the Spinnaker.
Should we?
No, I think it still might pick up later. Supposedly it's still wind out yonder, away from land right now.
We're gonna go look for it.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
On the hunt for wind.
We got wind! We found wind! Yeah! 8.5 knots! 19 knots of wind! Let's go! Feeling like this one's a lucky one. What do you guys think? Watch, he immediately puts it in the water and immediately pulls out a big tuna. Come on! Ooh, look at this swell! Open! Connor's trying to one-up me. I can't see anything. Here he is. Look, check it out.
It's El Chapo, I found him! He's been there the whole time! We're cooking.
What
We're doing 8.2, 8.3 knots right now. 8.5. We are cooking frijoles, baby!
Yeah! We got 26 knots. It just hovered to like 20. 8. We're going like 9.2.
It's quite pleasant downwind sailing.
I don't know if you guys can see, but the water just got so blue. Wowza! How are the ruffles, Connor?
Oh, good.
Rough life?
Well, we're getting a little crazy out here. Let's see if we can show you. But we're getting like 20-degree heel. That was only 50. Calvina keeps getting worried about me if I leave the cockpit. Hold on tight! Don't worry, Mom. I am holding on. I don't think there's any way it does it justice. This is how we keep the seas calm, is by recording them. They're camera shy.
It's crazy waves. It's just crazy, crazy waves. We almost lost the dinghy. Crazy waves. Almost lost the dinghy. Crazy waves. But we didn't because we have so many lines on it.
We didn't even come close to losing the dinghy.
Yeah, we did. Because look at it. It looks a little ghetto, but it works so good.
It's so stable.
Legend. We met like 3 people in Bahia Tortugas, 2 that lost their really nice dinghies, 1 that lost their outboard, and we were like, not us. No, 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 no.
No, no, no. We have 20 lines on us. Oh, don't do that. Calvina's trying to dive to get her bird.
I've hit my forehead. Look at my forehead. I literally was putting scuba tanks in my closet, and the sharp part that like closes the door, oh, literally right in my forehead's all swollen. My lip happened a second ago, or a week ago. Now I just bonked it again.
A second, a week, what's
A week. I don't have so many concussions I can't remember.
Let's see how it does. Definitely slows it down. Beautiful sunset it is.
It is.
Seen one, you've seen them all until you've seen this one. Tell you what.
Big deal. It's like thumping so hard right now. I just tried to make us a little bit of dinner, and Connor, I like having a hard time breathing. Connor saw like there was an obstruction on the map, and we've been kind of joking about these, that they're always like these little obstructions, but they're never actually anything there. And he was like, oh, I see something. So I came running up to go look to see if there was actually something that was like blocking. Obviously we're never gonna go over them, but as I was watching, it was a gray whale. It wasn't as big as a humpback. Oh my God. Ooh, it's one of those days. I saw a gray whale just jump out of the water. Whole body, Connor probably saw, you probably saw when you saw the big splash, right?
I wonder if that's what I was looking at.
Yeah, it's probably what you saw was the whale, and we immediately just was like, jibe, no! And we quickly jibed and just went the opposite direction that whale was going. Whew. And I was making some lunch or dinner, whatever time it is, and I think everything's on the ground now. I'm gonna go check. At least it wasn't soup. Connor had the soup for lunch, so
That was dangerous.
that didn't spill. And they were good. It's just the knife went rolling through the
Did
kitchen.
not want to see the whale close to our boat, but we are running from it right now, and I just saw it again. Malvina saw it earlier.
Now, if you're new here, we want to fill you in on where we are sailing today. We're sailing south through Baja, California. This morning we started in Bahia Tortugas and are aiming for Bahia Asuncion. There's Bahia Asuncion, and that's Isla Asuncion that we're just passing, so we're just rounding that tip. Stars, as always, are so on point. You can actually see like the Milky Way. You can imagine it there. Insert imagination here.
Well, after a long sail yesterday, we got here at night, and this is our first sight of Asuncion. This place is really rolly. Just slept off the boat. I think we're gonna leave today. These seals have just been blowing bubbles on the side of our boat all night. I want you to leave me alone.
Unfortunately, the swell we were sailing in was wrapping around, making it a very rolly day for anchoring here. When you add in some cheeky seals, blowing bubbles and bouncing off the bottom of the boat, Connor and I had enough, and we were both eager to find an anchorage more protected from the northwest swell. So from Bahia Asuncion, we are going to hop down south to Punta Abreojos. So last night when we were anchoring, we almost ran into all of those fishing lines right there. See all those birds, all those pelicans sitting on top of them. They're sitting right on top of the fishing lines that go across. I'm so glad. Right in the corner of my eye, I noticed them and reversed so hard back. And so we were good. Out of all the places though, right? Look at all this open bay. This whole open bay, and I just go straight into that one. But that's also where it said where the anchorage was right here. Let's put some fishing lines there, yay!
We didn't really have much forecasted for today. It was supposed to be pretty light winds. We were even thinking about spinnaker sailing down to the next point and just doing a short run kind of in the afternoon just so we can get some wind and make some progress. But we ended up kind of sleeping pretty poorly last night. That was not the most peaceful anchorage at Asuncion, so we decided to just book it down to Abreojos today. And all of a sudden we motored out of there for like half an hour, and now we got 15, 16 knots of wind. Still motor sailing because Malvina is teaching a class, and I didn't want to kind of set all the sails out and make her heel over and unable to teach. But yeah, we're cooking. Review on predict wind, because blue is 5 knots. And what we're seeing for today at this exact time is 5 knots. Maybe creeping up to 10, but not really. More like 7 right here. Look at what we have. 18 knots. 17 knots. Whoa! Waves coming over into the cockpit. Thanks, Predict Wind. You're the best.
I am literally still in the middle of my private, and Connor's yelling at me because look, what did he get?
I don't know what that is.
It's a big boy though. We're eating good tonight.
Yeah.
Good job, babe.
We got one.
He's very excited.
I am a sushi chef now. I only get my fish freshies from Captain Connor on my favorite ship, Alivo. I will only take the best that he catches. No other boat or captain. I don't know what I'm doing, so don't
We're figuring it out as we go. Look at the haul. That's a pretty good chunk of fish there. All right, what's the haul, chef?
It's hovering between 3 and 3.2, so we're going to say 3 pounds.
3 pounds of meat off that guy. That's pretty good.
I just made like poke, wasabi, some soy sauce, a ton of lime, and it's we have never never attempted this, but what better time now than going on a run right now. Completely wind is behind us and we have the motor going, but we need just some extra speed. So Connor's busting out the whisker pole, trying to go wing on wing, attempting. It is giving us a full knot more. We're still trying to configure it because it's not quite panning out just right. What do you have to say about your first wing on wing attempt?
I think I still need to do some adjustments. I think we're steering in the wrong direction a little bit. Pretty high pole though. I'm glad we got the lower clue on the new sail, so we don't really have to deal with that in the same way. We should be able to do this a little bit easier. We're way faster with that new sail. Can't wait to put it up for good. That's why I'm really trying this, so I can rip this old sail. What'd you catch, baby?
Something baby size.
A Malvina size? You catch all the greedy fish. That lure's the same size as you.
Yeah, the sun is going down and we are racing our way in to try to anchor before the sun sets. We hear that there's lots of lobster pots and it's a tricky area because you're traversing in between like two reefs. So we're just trying to make sure that we get there hopefully by late. We saw a few reviews that were like, do not do this at night. So we're really trying to get there before the sun comes down. We just looked at Surfline and we still have about an hour until like the last light. So we probably will be dropping anchor right at last light, but as long as we're like tucked in where we want to be anchored, I'll feel good. But no.
Literally made it in here just in the nick of time. Malvina's up at the bow, just looking out, checking for pots. Glad we made it. There is a lot of stuff in here. That was a race to the finish line over here.
Look at that, we anchored before the last light, even though we're having a little bit of help. 15, okay. What do they say about red skies in the morning? Don't take that warning, I think is wrong.
And once again, the rolling of the seas was intolerable. And just as the sun peaked over the horizon, sleep deprived, we decided to pack up and hopefully, third time would be the charm. So from Bahia Tortugas, we took our shot at Bahia Asuncion. We continued to voyage down to Punta Abriojos, and our next spot, well, it's a little bit of a secret.
Looks pretty yellow skies to me. Now we're good. It was only red earlier. That works. Oh, he's bending the pole. Reel it in, baby. Oh, he's fighting. Once we pass the center of Baja, we are catching and releasing. Because we're sick of bonito.
That's gonna be a
It's gonna be a bonito. Here she goes.
Oh my god!
She's doing it. Is it a big one? It is I think he's probably a bonito.
No!
We had bonito last night. We
wasn't
want
our
to mix it
favorite.
up. It's good, but it's pretty fishy.
Bonito.
Alright guys, I think we got a good one.
Ah! I'm trying not to.
Big old teeth.
It has a big thing. do? Keep it?
We'll keep that. What is this, guys? Alright, show the tube.
Guys, I caught my first fish!
Hopefully that got that on video.
If you haven't noticed, I am not a fisherwoman. I'm still learning. I don't know how to hold a fish. I don't know how to reel a fish in. I don't know what to do, but I'm learning.
So we got a little portable water sprayer. It's actually a little bug sprayer, but it works pretty good. You just pump it.
And
We actually...
use the water maker, like before we start drinking the water beforehand, we just use it for random stuff like this.
Yeah, so we can separate our bad water in that thing instead of using all our good water out of our tanks. And we actually clean our toilets with that thing too. Works out great. Saves a couple flushes, saves the tank and some water. And we've been sitting at about 4 knots all day, well, all afternoon. And then we finally got wind as Malvina got the fish too. So we got the spinnaker up. Spinnaker's looking pretty decent. Still figuring out how to trim this thing, but I think I'm doing alright. We're making about 6 knots and 9 knots of wind, so I don't know how much more you can ask for. She got another one in like 5 more minutes. It seems bigger. Pull it in, baby. Hopefully it's a big wahoo. I just sent a picture of that fish to my buddy, and he was like, "That's a wahoo. You got really lucky. You're going to eat good tonight. Those are super tasty fish." Yeah, well, I used the little Google lens to take a picture of it and search for what kind of fish that was. And it said bonito, and we had already had that. So we tossed it back. And yeah, so we're hoping this is another wahoo so we get to taste one.
Are we gonna
I've
know
only
the
had
difference?
wahoo's fish tacos. I've never had actual wahoo that we caught.
Are we gonna know the difference? That looks a little different. I don't know. Same kind? Okay, third time's the charm. Let's go, fishies! I'm a fisherwoman now. My dad's a fisherman. He works on a big boat that goes out to the Bering Sea in Alaska, but he check us girls, my sister and I like fishing maybe once or twice growing up. I caught like a few little trout in Idaho. Never learned as much as I kind of wish I did about fish, but I'll learn a lot now.
Oh, I smell fishy again.
The last little bit of the sunset. San Juanico, here we come.
Secrets out, San Juanico is our next stop, and if you are a surfer, I am sure you know this place as Scorpion Bay. Will we finally be rewarded a good night's sleep here?
Those cotton candy skies I love about Baja. Flying.
But she is on again. Three fish in like 15 minutes.
Third time's a charm.
Third time's a charm. We're getting that wahoo. Look at her go. Making Papa proud.
You're gonna want to take me to Alaska next year. I think I got it in me. Pull it in. Warm up. Come on, baby.
We kept catching bonito after bonito, dirting the decks, cleaning them, and then catching another one. Maybe we were being too picky, but finally, after the 5th one, we settled and kept one for tomorrow's dinner. Thanks for watching, and next up, after finally catching up on some sleep, it's time to go surfing and exploring the beautiful nook of this quiet, sleepy town.
Days,
If you love watching our videos and feel like contributing to our journey, here's our Venmo. Whether it's buying us a beer, maybe a honeymoon gift, or helping to contribute to beautifying Alivo. All donations are truly appreciated and are not taken lightly. Blessings, y'all, and thanks for watching.